Who's this, Farmer Joe? New bunny Kada. Hello everyone, and welcome back to Farmer Joe Homesteading. We have an exciting new addition this week to introduce to you guys, and of course an update on all of the other farm things. So make sure you stick around for another fun farm update. You got grain in your hair?
Yeah.
And a mouthful of corn? What about you, Bosai? Let's see your hair. You rotters. It's okay, Joe. Okay, hold them carefully, please. Who's this, Farmer Joe? New bunny Kada. Can you get your hand off her head so we can see it? So if you didn't catch that, Kada is our new bunny here. We picked her up yesterday. It was 3 hours one direction from our farm to and the kids are very excited. She is a gold steel tipped broken New Zealand doe. So we're really excited to have her here on the homestead. She is a very precious girl and loves to cuddle, so we are really happy with her so far, and we've only had her home for 12 hours. Spring lasted about a week, and we have swiftly jumped right to summer. It was 25 degrees yesterday, which was extremely hot. That's like July weather for us. We gathered our very first bucket of fresh green grass for the bunnies, which is the first time this year we've been able to. Okay, it's their very first time having grass. What do you think, little buns? Are they down there? Taking all of these little fun clips of the kids and the bunnies and stuff and then not talking. So Livy's babies are doing amazing. They are big enough now that I can actually sex them, which is super fun because we're going to keep 3 females from that litter. So trying to decide what 3 I'm going to keep has been a challenge. I don't want to just keep the 3 that are the prettiest or whatever. I want to make sure that they have nice long backs, nice conformation, and a good size. And I also want to pick colors that are going to be beneficial in the long run. So there's certain color patterns that have different genetics that we're looking for. So I basically want to just increase our chances of getting different and unique colors. I don't think we ended up getting any opals in this litter. I need to look it over again, but I'm pretty sure there's no opals, and I'd really love to get opals again. So we want to increase our chances of getting different colors, different rare color variations and patterns. And so I want to keep girls that are going to do that. So I need to do a little bit more research on the colors and ask some different rabbit breeders and decide which girls I want to keep to get some really unique color patterns here on the homestead. Now, color really honestly doesn't matter when it comes to breeding rabbits. We have meat rabbits, but I like to have goals, and I find that my goal for the New Zealand's is to get different color patterns, different coats. It gives me something to look forward to and something to work towards, rather than just breeding the bunnies every couple weeks to have a bunch of meat. So breeding with intent and with a purpose other than just for consumption for our family gives me a lot more things to think about. It helps me with researching and getting better with breeding and things like that as well. So the colors don't technically matter, but the pelts will be really beautiful, and the bunnies that we do keep are really neat. And I feel like it will help us in the long run for sales as well, because we do sell a handful for pets and for other people for breeding stock. Now, as for Amber, her litter is doing okay. We did lose one. It fell down the ramp. And so I've been keeping a close eye on it because she has lost a few others, and they're starting to explore the nest box and move around, and they tend to keep going down, which is failure on my part in the design. The design of that hutch is the hole for the nest box comes right out to the ramp, and I don't like that. I didn't think about it at the time when I built it because we didn't have bunnies, and it's become a problem. So I need to make sure that I keep an eye on them a little bit more just because of that. So that is gonna be something that I stress about the whole time until they're big enough to learn how to come up the ramp. They are only a week old. Their eyes are just starting to open, so they're definitely a really neat litter. Looks like she has a black, a blue, 3 Amrites, and a white, and a red, sorry. The whites, their eyes are just starting to open, and from what I see, they are blue-eyed, so that's really cool. And then, as you saw in our intro, we got our beautiful new purebred New Zealand girl, and she is a broken. So I actually really don't like brokens. I tend to avoid them, and so that's why all of our other stock are solid. But when I saw the lady post this litter of bunnies and the pattern that they have being brokens, I could not resist. They are absolutely stunning. So I ended up with her, which will of course increase our genetic possibilities because it will add in some broken patterns, and she is actually a broken gold tip steel. So really excited to cross her and see what we get. Her dam is a red broken and her sire is a blue. So crossing her to Peter will give us some amazing genetic possibilities because they both carry the red gene and they both carry that dilute gene, which gives that blue. So really excited about her, really excited for the potential. Now we just have to wait till September to actually breed her. One nice thing though about her being so young is that she's actually only like 2.5 weeks older than these girls. So I'm keeping 3 of these girls, and then we have Kada. It will work out in the long run. Big Mama, you're supposed to be drying up. Milking? You're milking all over the place here. Aim for the bucket. Good job, buddy. Alright guys, so I did some filming the other day, but then we got busy doing projects, and so I got distracted and quit filming, and then I couldn't remember where we were at. So we'll just restart again today. So I just finished milking out Big Mama. Her bag is just so full. Like, this is the first time I've ever had to dry off a goat. Her bag is absolutely intense. So the poor thing has just way too much milk. So I'm hoping that she dries up here soon. Hey, buddy. Anyways, so if Big Mama miscarried all of her babies, then she would be coming back into heat on Tuesday. So I should know by next week's update if Big Mama fully slipped her whole pregnancy or just some. So hopefully, I'm hoping that she didn't. I'm hoping that maybe she had a triplet or quad or even just a twin pass and she'll have a baby still in August. But we will not know until later. So we're just gonna wait and see. So I did also look at dates for Miss Star. And from when we got Buddy, she could have bred anytime in February. And I mean, she still looks bred. So I'm thinking she's probably due sometime mid to end of July. So we are no longer keeping a close eye on her bag. We're just gonna wait and see what happens. And I definitely don't think she's gonna kid this month. So we're not gonna have any spring babies. They will all be summertime or fall babies this year, which we are very sad about, but it is what it is. Buddy's pen is almost finished, which means that he will be leaving the girls here soon. But I'm waiting to see what happens with Big Mama before I decide and move him, because I don't want to just move him when the girls are still needing to be bred. Miss Luna here is still looking rather thin, but she'd only be maybe 8 weeks into her pregnancy. So she hasn't come into heat at all, definitely. So I'm assuming that she will kid. Her date would be, I believe it's August 19th. Yeah. Hey, boys. So, 2 of our turkey girls have to have a break from the boys. Both of them have very bare backs, and one has some gaping wounds from the boys. Now, she's holding her feathers up so you can't tell, but her whole back is bare. And then this poor girl, her back is crispy, and you can see where she's been sliced. She just went and had an ash bath, so that doesn't help because now it's all black, but she definitely has some wounds from the boys, so she's going to have a little break. It's not unusual for this to happen, and I do have the stuff to make them some saddles, because you can make turkey saddles just like chicken saddles. My sewing machine broke, so I'm gonna need to get that repaired and borrow a sewing machine so that I can make some actual saddles for the girls. As for the chickens, I feel like I don't really have a lot to report on. We did start using some feed that I bought locally from some homegrown grains the family grows, and then adds the calcium supplement and some protein. And the hens seem to be liking it, and we're getting a lot of eggs. So I think that new feed is definitely working really well, and it's a lot more cost effective for the farm. So hoping that it stays really good. So for the geese, still hatching hatching goslings every weekend, so that's been good. Fertility is still not great, so there has been a few times now recently that I've separated some of the girls. So I'm hoping that will continue to improve. They are still laying really well, and I did find a stash of eggs outside, which was super frustrating. Before I completely forget, here is a little update on what's happening in the incubators. So our ship turkey eggs are all in here. There's 14 of them. They are all developing and all look amazing. And then we have another row here that's completely full. There's some turkeys, eggs, and chicken eggs in there. There's a full 96 eggs in that row. We have a hatch currently happening. There's a little olive egger there. We have a goose pipped there, and then we have a bunch of morans down here and a goose egg, and you can't see it there, but it is pipped. All right, I have two very wet, soggy, cold children that decided to take a dip in the little goose pool, so we're gonna go in for bath time, and we will see you guys next week. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to our channel to never miss a farm update. A strawberry! We have garlic. There. Garlic's coming. Doing. Come on. Just be gentle. No, she's back and back. I've already been milked.